welcome back to March Payne's Midlife Dolly Crisis, and welcome back to our Advent adventure. Yesterday, you might remember, we got this rather fabulous pink number for our faux Barbie, which is actually, I think, probably one of the best dresses we've actually had so far for this gal. It's got this very dramatic sort of bow at the front, and then we've got this sort of high-low hemline there at the bottom. So yeah, I was very happy with that, and it's very nicely kind of put together and very nicely sewn. Also, in our bag of festive fun, we got this for our Cindy doll. So this is a vintage Cindy, and she's wearing this outfit from Sindys Chic Boutique, which is basically like a dress which is sort of gold and a cream there as well. We've got a nice little belt thing going on, and then we've got this dramatic kind of, I don't know what to call it. It's kind of like I suppose a wrap really, but you can sort of restyle it in any way. I'll kind of put it as a sort of a half hood for her there, mainly because, you know, she's got a few hair issues going on. So that was her. So look, we're going to pop Cindy to one side now, and we're going to put Faux Barbie over on this side, and then we're going to open up our calendar. So today is day 20. Now, once you get to day 20, it's practically Christmas. I remember as a child you'd be so excited, you'd be giddy at this point. So let's see what we're going to have today. The calendar itself is looking a little bit worse for wear. There's kind of windows hanging off all over the place, but you can probably kind of see there's not a huge amount left for us. So yeah, there's literally like 5 days left, so there's obviously not going to be that many. Let us open window number 20, which is this one here. It's not that big, but you never know. We've had smaller ones, and literally we've been kind of pulling out giant dresses. Here we go. Oh, okay. Finally, we've got some more pairs of shoes. So let's get these out. Oh goodness, these are very dramatic looking. Right, I'm going to bring them up to the camera. I'm going to pop this calendar away and bring these up so you can have a look. Okay, so these are very nice looking shoes. They are kind of high heeled. These will fit a Barbie, because I have put the other ones on Barbie and they actually fit fine. So we've got here a pink pair, which would go very nicely with the outfit we've just had. So there's no painted on detail, but there is kind of printed on sort of little details all over them, which is kind of cute. So we've got that pair there, and then we've got this very sort of dramatic gold pair. They look very sort of Viking-esque. I think there's kind of arrows down at the bottom, which are kind of acting as the heel. It's very strange. It's kind of a mix between sort of Vikings and also Eros maybe, or Cupid. Again, there's no kind of painted on details, but there's lots of sort of textures and patterns and stuff going on in them. So look, I'm going to get her in a pair of these and we'll see what we think. Okay, so I thought I would basically put one shoe on each foot from the different pairs. So we've got the gold one here and the pink one here. They fit very nicely. I remember when I opened the last lot of shoes, there was one pair that felt a little bit loose on her feet, but these are actually very, very nicely, very snug. They're not going to just drop off, thankfully. They're very nice. I do like, you know, the combination. We've got a few kind of, a bit more variety now of footwear for her, so she can kind of mix and match it with a few different things. It's a shame we kind of got them so late on, considering how many dresses she's actually had. That, you know, the pink shoe and probably the gold shoe as well would have gone very well with. But never mind, we've got them now. So I'm very happy with those. So let's see what we're going to get from our festive bag of fun today. So here we go. It looks empty, but there are definitely parcels in there. I thought maybe today we would do a Ken doll. So I'm going to get the last item for Ken that's in there, which is this one here. I can't actually remember what this is. I know that I got all 3 items from AliExpress and they were from the same seller. So I would imagine it's going to be something quite similar to what we've had before. I'm presuming it's not going to be another tuxedo. It's probably going to be a bit more casual, I would have thought. Here we are. Oh goodness, these are spangly trousers by the looks of it. Okay, this is cute. Let's get this out. Okay, so this seems like festive party wear because we have a little bow tie here on the shirt. So similarly to the other shirt that we got, this one has got that sort of weird cut to it where the sleeves are not separate pieces that they've sewn on. They've literally done it as one piece, and that kind of leads on to this piece, and they would have stitched it down the side. I said it was ingenious when I mentioned the last shirt that we got. I stand by my words. I think it is ingenious. I know it's kind of a way of them not having to use as much fabric perhaps, but I still think, you know, if you are a modest sewer, you might be able to achieve something similar yourself. Stitching wise, everything is very nice apart from the collar, which is just kind of raw, which is unfortunate, but never mind. We've even got details here on the sleeve, so we've got kind of like a white detail at the end there. This one doesn't want to stay down, by the way, and I can't get the iron out again, honestly. We're just gonna have to try and keep putting it down. So that's the shirt, and there's Velcro down the back, by the way, all the way down. And then we have these, which are a pair of very spangly looking trousers. So they're black, and they've got a kind of a sort of a silvery sheen in them, which is very festive. They're very nicely sort of done. They've obviously got hems are finished at the bottom, and we've got a waistband that's finished. It's all looking good, and then we've got a bit of Velcro on the back there. So let me go and grab a Ken for these. So here we go. So this Ken is a bit of a jumble, mainly because he's a Dreamtopia Prince Ken doll, and this is not his original body or his original clothes. I think he was probably, I don't want to say exclusive to Europe, but I think he was hard to get if you were in the US, which is unusual because normally it's like everything's hard to get for Barbie because it's all in the US. But this was kind of, it seemed to be very sort of European based. And I know a lot of people were trying to get hold of him only because he has got a very cute face. There we go. And we have moulded on hair, but the fact that they've gone to the effort of giving him this kind of textured hair, I think it looks very good on him. And he is a very cute Ken. So the body is actually on, as I say, is not his own. Well, it is now because he's on it. But this was from the Barbie movie Ken, and it was the one with the skates. I basically got that doll just so I could swap heads, and I got the doll second hand. So you know, I didn't pay a huge amount for him. I don't mind these bodies. I know they're not made to move, but there's still, you know, 100 times more articulation that you would get on the kind of fashionista type body, which is the one that the kind of the Dreamtopia Prince kind of came on. There was also a brunette version of this doll. I don't know what they look like, but everyone went mad for this one, I guess because, you know, everyone loves a twink, don't they? So let's get him out of this and let's put him into the outfit we got today. So here is Ken in his new outfit. I basically teamed it with some shoes that I had from the Real Little shoes. These are kind of faux Van sneakers, I guess. Those kind of slip-on kind, which are quite cute. And they do kind of go a bit with the kind of the spangly trousers, I guess. There is a slight issue with the collar of this because it keeps wanting to flip up. And I think the reason for that is because it's not kind of even, and we've got more bow on one side than the other side, and this side seems to have a stitch in it, so then that has now come back up again. So I might have to have a fiddle with that. I could even sort of, I don't know, maybe put it under there and just put a tack stitch just to kind of keep it down. I'm not sure. I'm not you know, overly upset or worried about it. These Ken outfits did not cost a huge amount at all when I got them, but it is kind of nice to have stuff for Ken which isn't as I mentioned before, he always comes in shorts. It's nice to have something which is actually like a long trousered look, and, you know, a kind of a nice shirt for him to wear rather than, again, a t-shirt or a vest. So I am going to now bring on our faux Barbie, and we're going to have a final look at them both together. So here we go. They make quite a cute couple, don't they? It looks like he's taken her to the prom or something. The shoes that I've given her both the pink ones, only because it looked a bit weird having one pink and one gold. And obviously this goes very nicely with this outfit. So I'm very happy with both the things that I got today. And also the fact you get 2 pairs of shoes in one window is, you know, something Mattel has never done for us, I don't think. What are your thoughts? Let me know down in the comments below. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And please go and check out everyone else who's doing Advent calendars, who I will list in the description box below. Also remember to go and check out today Kim, who is going to be unboxing another drawer from the 12 Days of Christmas Barbie Alternating Advent collab that we're doing together. And I will see you back here tomorrow where we'll hit day number 21. So until then, take care. Bye.